Alright, hey everybody, this is One of Wisdom. If you recall, we just did the part 8 will be the free step. I've actually only done the 10-minute version. I'm coming and do, second and third installments there. I'm actually going to go ahead and do the free run. I may have trouble with the headset wanting to come off. I know that's been an issue, mainly on the island lap as I'd get farther out and trying to kind of get the cord stretched out here. But it is 5.0 METs. You get to go for a run while you watch TV. Let the Wii remote guide you. Again, it's optional to watch TV. Obviously, if you're into your show, but at the same time you wanted to exercise, this is where this would come through for you. All you're going to need is a Wiimote, no balance board or anything. Well, I have actually done the 20-minute too. Never tackled 30. We're going to do them all. We will start with the 10-minute version. I know this actually, unlike the free step, does keep track of your score. I want to say it's a little over 2 miles that actually gets you a 4-star ranking. I may pace myself if I start to have trouble. I'm taking the headset off and I'll just kind of run and then pick it back up. But I'll go ahead and get started here. And again, I'll do this one in sequences too, 10, 20, and 30 minute for everybody. Again, it's fairly boring. It's not near as bad as a free step. I mean, there's actually stuff to look at here. But as you can see, we start out. Note that there's no dog, no trainer, no leader. It's basically us, and that's it. Okay, jog in place at your own pace, but be careful not to go too fast. If you heard the Wiimote, she just said "Welcome back." Obviously, if you're watching TV or a movie, trying to catch the weather on the news or something, through the Wiimote you hear your footsteps. You kind of know what textures you're on. And then, she will come in, I'm not sure that she gives you distance updates. I think she will say a couple bits of encouragement here and there, and then maybe like every 2.5 minutes I think she says something. So what's cool about this, it finally gives an official distance with the route you take. I really wish that the pedometer, odometer on the bike would display like when you do the island cycling, if you could go and hit the checkpoints with that on screen, you could really improve your score a lot easier. But this is one place that's present, so if you're not watching TV, you can kind of see that. Okay, well, obviously, I tried to hold the Wiimote to the mic since she was talking. Didn't work because then we stop. But she basically said we were keeping a nice pace. So I think at 7:30 she'll come on and tell us time left or something. Apparently not. I was actually trying to run with the Wiimote in front of the mic. She clearly doesn't talk like I thought she did. Anyway, this headset's starting to come off, so I hate doing it, but she really hadn't said anything other than we're keeping a nice pace. So I'm going to take the headset off. That way I can actually run, as opposed to, tilt my head awkwardly, trying to prevent static. So I will pick this back up, kind of do some post commentary at the end. Okay, so uh, best advice I can give you is always do that in a well air conditioned area. It's 85 in my room right now, so it is really hot. But as you can see, the reason I've done the 20-minute, I was hopeful, the route would change a little bit, maybe to make a circle somewhere else, and sadly you do not. It's basically just your standard island lap on the paved surfaces. You do have Miis that you'll pass, and spectators that wave at you. But as you can see, this is 4-star, 2.522 miles. I was getting close to it. I at least wanted to get 2.5. I know that's not going to be a personal best, because I'm pretty sure there might have been one time I made 2 laps, which I was just hauling the whole time. And if not, I know that I've gotten past the drop off, to that kind of little harbor or bay area, and back towards the windmills. But regardless, like I said, I want to say it's like around a 2.1 that you get 4 stars, not 100%, but I'm gonna go ahead and we'll check here. Okay, so that was 4th place for me personally with a 2.522. Personal best on the 10-minute is 2.848, and okay, actually I was wrong. 2.495 is my lowest 4-star, and 2.417 is going to be my highest 3-star. So you do have to come a pretty good ways, probably at least out the tunnel again, maybe even past that. We can figure it up later on for sure, but I'm gonna say it's probably gonna be like a 2.450, somewhere in that range will get you over the hill. So again, we barely made it to a 4-star rank. I was probably jogging. I kind of picked up the pace there at the end. I can also say the trainer never actually gave a time I can remember until the 5-minute mark, and then I think she did it every minute. 20 will probably be the same way, maybe varied a little bit differently. But again, this is actually it's pretty challenging. You definitely work up a sweat. Well, at least you do if the room's hot. But it does get your heart rate going. And again, if you're ever getting hardcore with this, or think you're not seeing the results you want with the basic run or something, just come over here, do the 10, maybe work your way up to the 20. The 30 is a little extreme. Only if you're like a runner and, I don't know, you get like an ice storm or something, you can't be out in the cold or running on ice, then the 30-minute would be plausible. It's something to shoot for, but again, even if you can do the 30-minute run, I don't know how often you would do it, maybe once a week or something you could shoot for. But in all reality, the 10 minutes probably a good enough challenge for most people. Definitely gets your heart rate going. And of course, the caveat here is, how hard are you running? You could do this walking and the 30-minute wouldn't be an issue. Jogging in place, your legs do start to tense up a little bit. But if you're actually kind of running in place, which you can do, you're gonna have different obvious. It'll be apparent in your distances, and then the unseen result, will be what your heart rate does, how many calories you burn. But I actually do enjoy it. Again, I kind of wish, maybe for a Wii 3 or the Wii U or something, if you could just use the D-pad, like at this point, and just make your own route. In the previous ones, we've always been held by the dog or the cat or the Mii, dictates where you run. It kind of be cool now, just you're doing the free run, 10 minutes. Just use the D-pad or something, to kind of point around if you want to cut across grass, or just spend the whole time going up and down the beach. That would be pretty cool. And it would totally integrate, in my opinion, but anyway, all that aside, this is a good exercise. It is a little bit more challenging, but if that's what you're looking for, it's a good place to be. And we did 4-star it. It's going to be really hard to 4-star the 20 and 30 minute, although I have done it on the 20. I'll work my way to it. But, obviously, it was 10 minutes, 64 calories. So, I mean, you can see you get a little more time, a little more burn than you do with the standard island laps. It and the free step, which was my previous 10 minutes, you know, they're exactly 10 minutes. They are what they say they are. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. We'll come back. We'll do part 2, the 20 minute, and then part 3, the 30 minute. You know, I'm probably going to just go sans headset on those as well. I'll start out with it, take it off, and then put it back on. Just it honestly does get hard, especially when you get hot. You know, then it wants to even slip more. But, you know, it's really a pretty good exercise. You know, if you ever want something more challenging than, say, the basic run or Training Plus's run. But if you have any questions, comments, feel free to ask. And as always, thanks for watching.